I wanted this to be professional, efficient, adult, cooperative, not a lot to ask. Alas, your Mr. Takagi did not see it that way, so he won't be joining us for the rest of his life.
Shall I open this then?
Well, it is Christmas Day.
You shouldn't have bothered, you know. I mean, I wasn't expecting it. I told him, I said to Bob, look, I don't want a present this year. Oh, look at them. Driving gloves.
Well, it seemed appropriate. We didn't know what to get you.
Oh, they really are very nice, though. Oh, you make me feel rotten now. I'm not getting you anything.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get started very soon. If you could smash that like button on your way in, that would be just great. Chat, why does it feel like it's always something, man? You know? It's like we can't catch a break. How much have we spent on the renovations to the tower this year? Just about. How much have we spent? What? Okay. Okay. We're gonna have to rethink this strategy. But you know, I can't believe, frankly, that we have this problem with events and they've got all this frickin' snow just coming on in to the studio. It's so annoying. Ladies and gentlemen, it's like either coming out of the vents or it's like some weird Star Wars Santa Christmas magic that he put on the tower. Maybe a blessing, maybe a curse. But there's freaking snow all over the place. It's kind of a problem. It's not the coolest thing in the world, actually. You would think it was really cool. At first, it seemed kind of magical, you know? And I was like, okay. Some magic shit happening in the tower. Okay. Now it's a little annoying. Keeps getting on my paperwork every time I'm trying to do something, and then it just blots. It becomes like a big wet stain, basically. You know? And don't even get me started on electronics. We've had to cover up a bunch of different things in the studio already, Chet, you know? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, how are we all doing today? Got a little bit of a holiday vibe going on in the tower. It's that time of year, man. It's that time of year. And we made it through 1 year. We made it through a year, did we not? Did we not? We did. Okay. We are, of course, going to be talking more Star Wars. I know everybody's really upset about it. How could he possibly be talking about more Star Wars? How could he possibly speculate more? There's no way he could continue to speculate. There's no way he's literally going to get on the mic again and just speculate for an hour. There's no way we would have to endure another such live stream. Well, think again. Today I want to talk about the Empire of the Hand. I want to talk about Thrawn. I want to talk about Legends. And I also want to talk about the Rebel sequel series leaks. What leaks, you ask? Well, old leaks. Really, really old leaks that have now been deleted almost everywhere where they were originally posted. And we're going to talk about all of that and more. But before we get into all that, let's do a little bit of a show notes kind of thing. Show notes! Show notes! Tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, After Dark. Al and Lavis will be taking you on a ride going through all the crazy, nerdy things that are going on throughout the week. It's a great show. If you haven't checked out After Dark, highly recommend you check that out. This channel, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then, early in the morning tomorrow, late in the evening tonight, depending on how you think of it. At around 2:45 Eastern Standard Time in the AM, we will be doing and beginning our live stream to watch the newest episode of The Mandalorian. We do a watch party with the members. If you're a Nerdvenger member, come on by. We'll do the watch party as we usually do. And then after that, very early in the morning, probably around 4:15, we will begin live streaming talking about the episode. Now, I have heard that this episode may be like a super short episode, like around 32 minutes, right? That's what people are saying online. So we'll see. Maybe we'll go a little bit earlier on the live stream. Who knows, as far as the one to the public. So we'll play that by ear, but I guarantee there'll be a bunch of juicy stuff to talk about after the episode, so we'll be knocking out videos as per usual. But important to everyone, there will be no live streams this weekend. Not for the Nerdvengers on Saturday or the Nerdvenger Prime members on Sunday. Apologies, but it's my birthday. And I'm going to do birthday things, so I'm going to kind of check out for the weekend. Celebrate, and then we'll be back at it, okay? Then we'll be back at it. Okay, so first thing, I like to see how you guys are feeling, and if you guys are on the same page, if we're all on the same page. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Appreciate the love. So let me ask you, yes or no? Do you guys know? Do you know what the Empire of the Hand was in Legends? Yes or no? Did you know what it was in Legends? No. Yep. No. Yep. No. No. Looking good, Josh. Thank you. Nope. No. Okay. Hey, thanks for the birthday wishes. So kind. Okay. So, mixed bag. A lot of no's, though. A lot of no's. Okay, this is good. This is good. This is why we do this. So, man, the Empire of the Hand. I'll just read right from the Wikipedia page, and then we'll speculate, and I think you'll immediately see where my head is at with this, okay? So it says here, the Empire of the Hand, also referred to as the Hand or just the Empire, was an autocratic confederation secretly established in the galaxy's unknown regions. The main objective of the Hand was to defend the galaxy from various threats within the unknown regions, including extragalactic invaders. Created by Grand Admiral Thrawn as an expedition to explore, map, and pacify the unknown regions in the name of the Galactic Empire, it was made possible with the support of Emperor Palpatine, who gave resources and manpower to support Thrawn's territories. Okay. Now, the thing that's so cool about this is, and again, this will tie into the leaks that we will discuss in a little bit here, but just going off of even just this, right? If we had no, because the leaks could be fake and they could just be people thinking the same way that we're thinking from this, right? So, I think one of the main things that we've been sort of asking ourselves or wondering as Star Wars fans about is, how is it possible that the events of The Mandalorian, and especially considering if they're going to go big, like we think they're going to go big, if they're going to go big, how can the events of The Mandalorian not overlap with and therefore need to worry about the events of the sequel trilogy, right? That's been one of the main things. It's like, well, we don't really know how that could work, but it seems as though that's the direction that they're going in. Well, as I've often said, it kind of feels like they're going to set something up that will have a reason that it was so separate from what was going on in the known galaxy. And I've always thought that the unknown regions were a terrific way to introduce that element. So essentially, and by the way, like, Disney's already done this. And what I mean is with Palpatine. If you think about it, Palpatine and the entire First Order, they come from the unknown regions. Basically, even the First Order wasn't really known about. Remember, Leia was like trying to convince the New Republic that they were an actual threat. They wouldn't. So they've already used the unknown regions as a convenient way to sort of hide nefarious plans, the plans of the Emperor, etc., etc. Now, in Legends, what Luke and Mara Jade, they figure out about the Empire of the Hand is that essentially that expedition that was going out into the unknown regions, that was all funded by Palpatine. Basically, in an effort to help protect the Empire as well from exterior intergalactic threats, Palpatine gave manpower and supplies and ships and things like that to Thrawn as he made his way out into the unknown regions. Okay? So, it really does feel like if they're going to have Thrawn, and he's going to be significant, because that's the thing, right? It's like, man, Thrawn really kind of feels like he's going to be a big deal. Like, he's a big deal, ladies and gentlemen. So if they're going to bring him in, I don't think it's for something small. I think he's going to end up being a big part of the show, a big part of the Filoniverse, a big draw for normies, casuals, etc. So if they're going to do that, they almost have to do something weird like the Empire of the Hand. Because if it takes place so far removed from our galaxy, or not so far removed, but removed enough, and it takes place mostly out in the unknown regions, well then, yeah, the New Republic probably didn't even interact with them that much or know about them that much, etc., etc. Because they damn sure didn't know about the First Order. You know what I'm saying? It fits, right? It works. Now, the other thing that's interesting about the Empire of the Hand, and I'm really interested in what you guys think about this, so we'll definitely save a lot of time for Q&A today. Oh, snap, we have a new member. How do I say that name? Vildra! Welcome to the Nerdvengers. You're a Nerdvenger now. One of the reasons this is really interesting as well is because Thrawn is not a dick face. Right? I touched on this on Monday night on Nerd Theory with Star Wars Theory, because most of the Imperials, like if you look at Vader's leadership style, it's like, let's, bodies on the floor. You know what I mean? Like, you better do what I say. That's Vader. Thrawn's leadership style is much different. He's read a few more books. He's got a different strat. So Thrawn, his crew actually really likes him. They like working for him, right? And even in Legends, the Empire of the Hand was a little bit different than the Empire. Okay, like here's a quote right here from Vantar describing the Empire of the Hand. He says, "The Empire that Senior Captain Thrawn is carving into the evil that pervades our world is not the empire you choose to leave. His is an empire of justice and dignity for all beings. His empire is one we gladly serve, one we are willing to die for." That sounds very different than the empire we obviously had under Sheev Palpatine, but I think that we would potentially have under Moff Gideon as well. And this brings me to another thought. I know I made the video yesterday, and it was, it's a preview video. It's meant to just have fun, speculate, get us primed for the episode, etc., etc. But as I was making that video yesterday, I couldn't help but think about how in Legends, the Imperial Remnant and the Empire of the Hand are not the same thing. Right? Eventually, the Empire of the Hand sort of dissolves, and I think it sort of gets absorbed into the Ascendancy and the Empire, the Imperial Remnant. But it's initially not. It's different. As, that quote sort of indicates, Thrawn's whole thing is different. Right? And it's a coalition. It's like it's like NATO. It's like Thrawn made NATO out in the unknown regions. You know what I mean? Yeah, pretty interesting stuff, man. Pretty interesting stuff. The other thing that I really like about it is the fact that it makes sense with the character that we've had established thus far, even the canon version. Particularly the fact that they kind of make Thrawn more human, I guess. Less ruthless. A little bit more understanding, a little bit more decent. And they explain, just like in Legends, because there's so much crossover here, because of mostly I think Dave is so good with this stuff, but also because Dave, of course, consulted Zahn, about it. Regardless, I think it's just interesting, and I think that it's possible that Gideon and Thrawn could actually be on different sides. Which, again, is actually something that I've wanted from Star Wars for a long, long time. Like, it would be incredible to see multiple different factions. You got your Imperials, you've got your Empire of the Hand, etc., etc. You've got all these different crazy things. That would be really cool to me. Man, there's actually, there's so much speculation sort of tied into this line of thinking, ladies and gentlemen, that I gotta tell you. It's pretty wild. All right, now let's spend 15, 20 minutes talking about the Rebels sequel series leaks, okay? And then we'll do some Q&A, and then we'll get on out of here, okay? Shorter stream today, probably. Maybe. We'll see. So give me just 1 second. So let me ask you this as I'm getting this set up for you guys. We just explained a little bit about the Empire of the Hand. Many of you guys did not know about the Empire of the Hand, so now I ask you, now that we've talked about it a little bit, would you want to see it? Would you want to see it? Yes or no? Tell me in the chat. Would you want to see it or not? All right, let me get this pulled up for y'all. And also, we need way more likes on this video, guys. Like, come on, guys. I know it's getting late into the week. I know it's the holidays. I know we got this weird Star Wars Santa magic snow. But we need those likes. All right, let me see what you guys were saying in chat. Holy cow. $20 super chat. Dafter. Thank you for the love, man. Gotta say, so glad to have discovered you in theory. Between you guys, Dr. D helped me out so much through these times right now in dealing with my depression. Thank you. Enjoy a birthday beverage on my behalf. Hey, thanks so much, man. I appreciate that. I really do. Just keep on keeping on, man. You know, depression is a wicked thing. And I think at times you got to grab anything you can to try to change it up, to try to get out of that state for sure. So if in any way our content was able to help you with that, that's awesome, man. Keep on keeping on. So it looks like a lot of people are excited that would like to see the Empire of the Hand. I'm sure we'll talk more about this in chats and everything moving forward because, man, I really do think it's coming. I really do think it's coming. Okay, so the point on this is actually really interesting because I think, man, let me just say, too, that I have no idea if this is legit. So if this ends up being legit, it is simply due to good research and just thinking about things. It has nothing to do with, like, knowing some shit, okay? I just have to say that. Now, why is this significant? Well, okay. So the leaks that happened last week, apparently some of that information had been out for months. Months. It would hit the Star Wars Leaks subreddit and then it would get deleted, basically. And so it never got like full-on traction. Now, I am pretty damn sure that subreddit has been invaded by actual Disney employees. 100%. Pretty sure of that. As evidenced by the fact that they did a lot to try to hide the spoilers for Grogu and that reveal. Okay? And as far as I understand it, this leak happened around the same time as some other really crazy Star Wars leaks that ended up being true. They also all ended up getting deleted. Okay? Now, I'm not saying it's true. Again, I just think it's interesting. And when you consider these other things and the fact that these other things had been out there, like Grogu, that shit was on Reddit, and then boom, it's gone. Plot leaks about this, that, boom, they're gone. Okay? Now, it's deleted, so we can't talk it, we can't look at it. But alas, we can. But first, let's look at some of the comments on here. Okay? So people are pretty excited about it for sure. This guy down here says, well, if this is true, I'm down. Always wanted to see the ricotta. Why do people keep mentioning this like they already know about it? Where was ricotta first mentioned, and why is it such a big talking point? A lot of the content was mentioned here in legend materials. Rakata, for example, are an ancient species with the first empire, and they were responsible for the events that created much of the Star Wars universe as we know it. Any big fan of the Old Republic Legends content, be it Dawn of the Jedi comics, which really center on Tython, and really, that's where my mind goes to when as soon as they said Tython, was the Dawn of the Jedi comics. Dope shit. Or Knights of the Old Republic or Star Wars The Old Republic or something else is likely familiar with them. They were a tremendous part of Legends universe with tremendous appeal. People have been calling for a reintroduction of more Old Republic lore into canon, and if this leak is true, this sequel would do it. As for the other talking points, the Grisk and the Skywalker stuff, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So, it seemed like people were real positive on it. Okay. And then, if we look at this article, let me just make sure that you guys can see this okay. I mean, you can see it. It's all just text to you, but that's okay. Okay. This is an article written by Matt Haywood from the Star Wars Time Show. Okay. So, here is what it says. According to the poster, who has a source, the story of this Rebels sequel will be set during the height of the New Republic, and we will get looks at the new Senate as well as the core system. As well as the core galaxy post Return of the Jedi, but before the Age of Resistance films. That's the sequel trilogy. That's what they call them. The first season will mainly, The first season will mainly set up the journey of Ahsoka and Sabine, who will be prepping for a trip to the unknown regions to look for Ezra, which makes sense considering how Rebels ended with an epilogue hinting at just this. Captain Rex will also be involved, and he will team up with the ladies. It sounds like Ahsoka will work with the Kaminoans to try to halt Rex's accelerated growth. Is some of this sounding familiar to you guys? Let me know in chat, yes or no. Naturally, the show will also feature Ezra and Thrawn, who apparently will be quasi-allies of sorts due to their time together. Fans will be introduced to the Chiss Higher Ascendancy, who will be warring with the Grisk, which are essentially the new canon version of the Vong, but it will look much different. The Chiss are rumored to be a main society in the show, and Scylla will act as a hub and staging point for the show. Thrawn's niece will be a main character, and she will be a Chiss Skywalker because she's force sensitive, and in her culture, her powers are used for navigating dangerous hyperspace routes. Her and Ezra are rumored to forge a close bond in the series. That's pretty interesting, man. We're gonna have to talk about that. The Grisk won't be the only threat either, as the heroes will be mixed up in the unknown regions, and after Rise, we all know what sort of mysterious forces inhabit the region of the galaxy. The unknown regions will generally be the show's main mystery and its barriers, so we could get some insight into Palp's plan. The leaker also mentions that a potential fan favorite character will be a Rakata Force sensitive that used to be a tyrant, but he'll become Ezra's mentor. He is morally gray, but it sounds like he's on a path to redemption, so he should be a great new influence on Ezra if true. Okay? So, first of all, before we go any further, what do you guys even think of that, man? Pretty wild, huh? Oh, the box is back. It's like Streamlabs can't handle it. It does the cool shit, and then we do a little thing, and then it brings the big, stupid, gray box back. Look at this thing. Anyway, what do you guys think? What do you guys think of that? What do you think? Supa's coming in. We will do Q&A. I promise you. Ezra and Thrawn buddies, yo. That's amazing. Bro, why did they bring the Yuuzhan Vong back? I don't know if they are. Seriously, guys, on the likes. Good call. The Rakata Tyrant sounds dopey, dude. For sure. I absolutely do not want to see Thrawn as an good guy. I want what happened between Thrawn and Ezra to cause Thrawn to be driven by hate as well. Interesting. Josh is definitely pronouncing that wrong, and it's hilarious. What are you talking about? What am I pronouncing wrong? I'm not pronouncing anything wrong. The moment I pronounce it wrong, it becomes the right way to pronounce it, and therefore every other way to pronounce it is incorrect. Anyway. Not a fan of that at all, says Mike. Interesting. What about Zeb? I would have seen him in live action. Okay. Ricotta. Yeah, it's a ricotta and cheese. You didn't know? You didn't know about that? Is that not how you pronounce ricotta? Ricotta? Is that better? It's supposed to be the holidays. Shut up, everybody. So, here's the thing about all that. I was pretty confident that this animated series, the Rebels sequel, the Rebels animated series, the one that is thus described in these ricotta cheese leaks, that I was pretty sure that that show was real, dude. In fact, I have it on I've been on pretty good authority that that shit was real. However, the conventional wisdom right now from a lot of the people that I talk to is that it's very likely that that show was taken from its production phase, which was going to be for animation, and was changed to live action. This could have very well been done in tandem to Dave just, you know, doing well with live action, The Mandalorian blowing up the way that it did. You know, by the way, little side note here. I have a video coming out about Dave Filoni later today. I would really like it if you checked it out. You're probably going to hate it because I love it and I spent a lot of time on it. So you'll probably hate it, and you can come on there and be like, ha ha ha, why you spend time on stuff? Shut up and dribble, nerd. And you can comment like that if you want. Freaking internet. But yeah, so go check that out because I spent a lot of time on it and all that. So, I think they took that show, man, and they made it live action. And I think it's possible we see that show now completely in live action. And consider, here's the thing, it's not less viable after we've now seen 5 episodes of The Mandalorian. It's more viable. It actually makes more sense. Not less, more sense. The fuck? Are we about to get the Empire of the Hand, a ricotta, a ricottan that's mentoring Ezra. Ezra and Thrawn have this sort of weird relationship as well, because it's all making sense now. It kind of seems like it might happen. Because we just also got word of what? That Sabine's joining Ahsoka in her live action show. I mean, come on. Start to think about it. Start to add it up. I think it's happening. Yeah. By the time Sabine finds Ezra, he's going to have a new boo. A new red-eyed, blue-skinned, beautiful, sky-walking chiss. Total dime piece. She's got to be. She's got to be. It's going to get ugly, dude. Sabine ain't having that. Sabine ain't having that. They say, hell hath no fury like a woman scorn. That goes double for Mandalorian women. That's like, They don't sleep on the couch. They sleep on Concord Dawn. You feel me? Yeah. Okay, let's do some Q&A, guys. Let's just have fun, man. It's Mando Day, baby. It's Mando Day. Happy birthday, Josh. Says Whiskey Steve with the $5 super chat. Cheers, man. Hey, man. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. Annie J with the $2 super chat says, happy birthday. We'll miss you this weekend. I'll miss you guys. I'm going to be thinking of you guys a lot. Every birthday, I do a lot of deep meditation in the morning. Start the day slow, do a lot of deep meditation, just really like think about the year. And wow, what a year. And you guys were a huge part of the year. So you will be in my thoughts this weekend. Absolutely. That is, unless we don't get more likes. If we don't get up to like 400 or 500 likes, then I'm actually not going to think about you guys at all. And I know that doesn't make sense. You know, it's a fast turn from how emotional and like sort of loving and all that I was just doing. It doesn't matter. If we don't get these likes up, you're dead to me. Mr. Anderson with the $10 holla says, first off, happy birthday, bro. Second, do you like Disney seemingly using a copy, paste, and tweak method with Legends, though? Or do you hope... Oh, crap. Or do you hope for a mixture of lore and Legends with new ideas in the future? Dude, I'm so glad you asked this question, actually. And of course, thank you for the support. One of the reasons I love it so much, and again, I've made this point a couple of times, but I'll kind of continue to make it, I guess. This reminds me a lot of the joy I have with Marvel content, because I know, or I have a lot of knowledge about the comics and whatnot, right? But I'm still interested, excited, and surprised at how they adapt that into the movies and the shows, etc., right? So there's a great joy for me as to see how exactly it'll all pan out. There's obviously going to be changes. I think one of the biggest ones is that Ahsoka and the Rebels crew is going to be heavily involved. So what we are going to get likely is like, you know, like Empire of the Hand, like Heir to the Empire type stuff with Ahsoka. Ahsoka will likely replace Luke insofar as like what Luke was doing with the Thrawn stuff, I think. And then you've got like, what's that one, like Outbound something? I forget. And then like Thrawn's Revenge and stuff like that. So to answer your question, man, like, nah, I'm not mad at all. That is the formula. Copy, paste, and tweak. I think the other formula was like, let's not even really worry too much about all this other stuff we've got, which is like so stupid. Ezra Delara with the $10 holla, thank you so much, says, Ahsoka trying to slow Rex's aging, in my opinion, is throwback to the Republic Commando books. One of the main objectives in the book was to find a way to halt the aging process. Yeah, I saw some people making that comment. Makes a lot of sense to me. Seems, yeah, it seems it's like it's going to be cool. And again, you know, who knows if it means anything, but Dave did do a sketch that he revealed earlier this year, and it has Rex and Ahsoka on Lothwolves, or something that looked like Lothwolves. So, you know, we heard a lot about Tamara Morrison coming back to play not only Boba, but Rex. And so, yeah, a lot of this stuff just seems to be adding up, you know what I mean? Could Lord Momin work in live action? Yeah, and Lord Momin seems great, but isn't that he just kind of isolated to that one comic book event and then, like, Vader's Castle and stuff like that? Either way, I appreciate the love, though. Thank you, MW77. Keaton Haas. Josh, I love how passionate you get when you pontificate about connective tissue. I love those multiple syllable words, don't I? Blah, 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 syllables. Happy birthday, brother. Yeah. Thank you, Keaton. I appreciate you, man. Mike Motherflippin' Porter. Happy birthday, beers. Super chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, man. Dirt Wizard with the $20. Very generous. Holy cow. Thank you so much, Dirt Wizard. Happy birthday to the King of Nerds. Huzzah! Enjoy your weekend, brother. Thanks, man. I'm going to be playing a lot of Magic the Gathering. So I don't know if you guys have noticed, over time, you know, you might notice it's one of my favorite things to do. Commander. Great format. Playing a game of Commander with your nerdy friends. It's my idea of a good time, man. Full of a Took with the $5 holla says, do you think Gideon and Thrawn will be on the same side, or will Gideon work for Sheev and Thrawn is doing his own thing, potentially clash? Yeah. I think there could be clash. I think they both work for Palpatine, but I do think that after Palpatine is gone, there's like, it's open to interpretation, right? And the Empire of the Hand essentially is not totally Palpatine's thing. It's way too nice, cozy, fluffy, let's protect the galaxy sort of stuff. So we'll see. I think it would be very interesting if we had the different factions and Thrawn and Gideon were not on the same team. I think that would be great. But we'll just see, man. We'll just see, won't we? Steve, thank you for the $20. Holy cow! God damn, you guys are too generous today. I shouldn't have told you my birthday's coming. It's not real. I wasn't even born. Steve says, "Happy birthday, Josh. Thanks for the great channel and community. Enjoy your time off." Thank you, man. I appreciate the love. Dandrix, happy birthday. Kessel saying Grogu in Bad Batch. Yeah, I believe it. I believe that Grogu will be in the Bad Batch, and there's another character that might be in the Bad Batch, and I don't know if it's actually been talked about, so I'm not going to talk about it. But there's another character that could be in Bad Batch that will make everybody go, what the hell is Bad Batch about, basically? Interesting. Trev with the $50, very generous. Oh, wait, it's Canadian, so it's not that generous. Just playing, Trev. Hey, appreciate you, brother. Happy B-Day, 50 for your 50th. Looking good considering you're halfway to 100. Yeah, it's all the vampirism. The vampirism helps. You know, everybody tries all these different creams, all these different things and stuff like that. You just got to try vampirism. It's very effective. Very few side effects, actually. Less side effects than a lot of what Big Pharma shills out these days. That's like barely a joke. CGM Show, $5 superset says, Josh, you should check out the Marvel 616 documentary on Disney Plus. Is an amazing dive into Marvel with a funny, interesting episode on Japanese Spider-Man. Dope, dude. Love Japanese Spider-Man. Japanese Spider-Man is like, he's in one of my favorite memes of all time. One of my favorite memes of all time is Obama on Twitter, and he says, like, anybody got that crazy-ass picture of Spider-Man with the onion ring? And then somebody replies, got you, fam. And then it's this wild-ass picture of Japanese Spider-Man eating an onion ring. Shit just gets me every time. I don't know why. I geek out when I see it. Josh I with the $5 holla says, from one Josh to another, happy birthday, brother. May the force be with you. Have a drink on me. P.S. Take my money. Josh I, thank you, man. I appreciate you guys so much. You guys are amazing, man. It's been a year, man. You know? It's been a year, hasn't it? A lot of us have been hanging out the same time in the same place like all year, dude. Like, I remember. Like, it's been wild. It's been wild. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate the support. Jonah Cavi says, do you think the next episode will be another pit stop for Mando or something totally unexpected since it's shorter? Happy birthday, brother. Thank you so much. So I talked about this in the preview video yesterday. Always have a lot of fun with those preview videos. Highly recommend checking them out. So the one thing that's really on my mind is all of this talk about like a different tone and how the back half of the season was going to be very different, right? That's real. People talked a lot about it. So what does that mean? And we've got 3 episodes left. So if they're going to do something really offshoot that's not Din and Baby Yoda, like, now is the time. This is the episode. You know what I mean? Also think, because it's written by John, I'll tell you what my gut tells me. My gut tells me it's Boba. My gut tells me it's a Boba Fett episode tonight. It's either Boba Fett. Yeah, I think Boba Fett. Oh, here's what I think. I think Boba Fett tonight, and then I think episodes 7 and 8 are Thrawn / Gideon / maybe Tython, but I also think Tython could be a season 3 and 4 thing. So I do think it's going to be sort of a different episode tonight, but they can't really afford... I mean, I guess they could do one more one-off, but I don't think so, man. I don't think so. Saladini says, happy B-Day, man. Digital comics or physical copies? I get digitals and then I get the hardcover or like a fancy book for like a collector's item, and also for to read as well. I love flipping through that stuff and finding art, you know, rediscovering great art from old books. What are your thoughts on Boba? I have a leak, says Quentin Stewart. My thoughts on Boba are I'm so excited that he's back. Seems like they're doing a lot with him. And I'm here for it. I'm excited. Disney Steve with the $5 holla says, HBD just subbed. Have you seen Dave's comments on how he said possibly the Ahsoka we saw in Mando was before the the epilogue? Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Especially when you consider the fact that he had to reach back out and clarify that to them. It's seemingly important. So yeah, I really do think it's before she becomes Ahsoka the White, which is great. And leaves room for all kinds of cool stuff. It also could explain why we're going to have potentially a Thrawn show and an Ahsoka show. Like running separately and then leading together. Okay? And then potentially happening in movies down the line. You know what I mean? So. See what else everybody's saying in the chat. Whack Video Production says, sorry to be late. Hey, don't worry about it. Missed a super chat, Whiskey Steve? Did I? I don't think I did, dude. Let me take a look here. It says, happy birthday. Have a shot on me, right? Yeah, I read that. Was there another one? Did I miss a different one? Yeah, I read that one, Steve. You might have missed me reading it. But nah, I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you guys. Bum, bum, bum. Bum. Bam. Bam, 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 bam. You know what else was funny? I'll talk briefly about no, my birthday's Saturday, bro. Is the Afra show still a thing? Heard any updates? Nah, nothing on that for sure. Ooh, from Italy? Oh, man. Grazie. Grazie, Isaac. Man, I still feel like my brain is kind of scrambled eggs. Okay, so let's talk. No, birthday's not today. No, it's Saturday. Saturday. It's literally on Saturday. Yeah. Why did I just... Does everybody feel cheated now? Everybody put in their super chats feels cheated. Sorry, guys. Tricked you. So, man, so Charles Murphy gets... By the way, if you can't tell, I think Charles is really good at what he does. I've talked a lot about Charles Murphy. So, Charles Murphy yesterday has a little story about Haley Steinfeld being Kate Bishop. Now, Kate, she's been on a lot of casting sheets and like shit like all year, but there's been some debate because of this thing with Apple, and then people were like, I don't know if she's going to sign, etc., etc. And, Feige got her on the dotted line, dude. People love Haley, and I'm not super familiar with her. She's in a Logic song. She's in a Logic song that I thought was awesome. That's about all I know about her. And she voiced Gwen in Into the Spider-Verse. Regardless, people are very hyped on her being in the MCU, right? But like, so Charles posted this video yesterday, and dude, like Reddit. This is why I always tell you guys I hate Reddit. It's like Reddit's useful, but I hate it because there's a bunch of really dumb people on there that have the power to click an upvote button and make their dumb opinions like seem like it's the way or whatever, right? Hate it. But a bunch of people like came at Charles's neck, dude. They're like, that's not her. Clickbait. Shitty video, blah, blah, blah. Then, like, hours later, these, like, full-ass HD shots of her and Clint coming down. I mean, like, we've talked about this a lot before, but that's going to be the David Aja Matt Fraction run, like, to a T. You could tell by the logo that it was going to be that. But, yeah, man, if you look at that photo, it looks like they're both beat up a little bit. She's literally wearing, like, the jacket. It looks like right out of the book. He's got the earpiece in. You know what I mean? Because he's going deaf. Pizza Dog's going to be in there. Like, dude, that show's going to be awesome. And people that have never read that run, it's all good because that show is going to kind of give you that flavor, man. It's gonna give you that flavor for sure. All right, couple more super chats, and then we gonna get on out of here. Hope you have a great weekend, Josh. RG2088 says, what do you think happens to Ahsoka between 13 and the end of Rebels for her to become Ahsoka the White? So, could have something to do with Tython. Could have something to do with the child. I mean, it could have something to do with a number of different things. You know, there's this interesting aspect of that Morgan character who could be a Night Sister, right? And the potential for the Night Sisters to play a role here as well. Yeah. I don't know, man. We'll just see. Quentin Stewart says the leak is that Boba is taking Din's armor. Okay. Jennifer Cook with the $10 holla says, happy birthday and thank you for creating a great place to hang out in an insane year. Jennifer Cook, thank you. Look, without you, there would be no place. Remember? We had like 20, 50 people first part of the year watching this show. And we're trying to figure it out. And I remember saying, like, guys, this show's going to be huge. This stream's going to get thousands and thousands of concurrents. And we're not even there yet. I mean, we're doing pretty well, actually, relatively. But I want, and I foresee big numbers for us, man. But also still the ability to have community, to be respectful, and to do some cool stuff as well. So, Jennifer, I appreciate you being a part of this year. Sam Shills, $20 holla says, happy birthday, Josh. Thanks for the great content. Enjoy your birthday. Damn, y'all are too kind, man. Y'all are too kind. For real, for real. For real. For real. Hey, it's all good, Norin Rad. You're always in there, man. You're always in there smashing likes, sharing vids, etc., etc. We appreciate you, man. Adrian Rosales, happy birthday, Josh. Here's to the birthday filled with nerdiness and another year for more content. Dude, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And the thing that's wild, dude, is like next year's going to be so crazy. This is just the beginning. Like, Mando is just the beginning. We should be able to approach a lot of the Marvel content and even the Snyder Cut and different HBO stuff, you know, with a similar type of strategy where we will be able to do watch parties. We'll be able to do live streams, breaking them down. The live channel is, you know, crazy. I missed the super. Oh, Bond Jedi Ranger. Hey, Josh. Same birthday as me, brother. Happy birthday. Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate the love. Sorry I almost missed that. December 5th. Represent. Yeah. But yeah, dude, next year's going to be crazy, guys. We're going to be watching so much cool, nerdy stuff together. And we're going to be having so much fun just speculating, talking about all this stuff. It's going to be dope, dude. Holy cow. S.Gaines upgraded the membership to a Nerdventure Prime. You're a Nerdventure Prime now. Happy B-Day, Josh. I remember when we were only with 30 people in chat. Says Stormy. I know, man. It's crazy, huh? Lucasfilm are looking for Middle Eastern to play Ezra, not Rahul. Oh, okay. Josh, what's your prediction for Jedi Dan and Baby Yoda are going to meet up in the abandoned temple? It's Mace. Okay. Yeah, no, that could work, Anthony. That could totally work, Tony. Why is nobody talking about Kanan's son? Dude, I know, Patricia, for sure. Jason Sendula or Sendula. Definitely want to see it. Definitely want to see it. Brobo Fett, I like that, Rick. Happy birthday to you as well. What are the odds of Ezra Darkseid? Well, I'll tell you this. If there's really a Rakatan that used to be a tyrant that is mentoring Ezra, bro, he must be trained in the dark side of the Force. It would be incredible. It would be incredible. Kathy Kennedy says, happy birthday, Josh, from the president of Lucasfilm. You know what, Kathy, thank you so much. You know, I've been getting dinged up a lot in videos for standing up for you in even the most modest, slight, even slight way you know, Kathy, a lot of people, it's like, I say, you know, Kathy's not that bad. Simp! He's a simp! He's a Kathy Kennedy simp! But luckily, those shill checks that you send in, Kathy, pretty nice. So fuck them, you know what I mean? Fuck them. The Raven Rose 13 with a $5 super chat. No message, but appreciate the love. Lucas Tex Venger, $10 holla, says, happy birthday, my guy, with the red lightsaber emoji. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the love. Hey, Josh, if you ever went to have a laugh this week, go watch a short film called Space Scraps. Right on, man. Right on. Maybe I'll check it out. Is there going to be an afternoon this weekend? That's actually a great question. I have to touch base with Lavis and Al on that, actually. We've all been very busy this week. It's been kind of a crazy week. S. Gaines. Love your Star Wars takes and you not taking ish from the trolls. Keep it up. Hope you go hard for your B-Day weekend. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Holy cow. The Raven Rose says, happy birthday. The $13 super chat. Holy cow. Steve says, had connective tissue. Did anybody suggest the Bad Batch took Grogu? Oh my God, we got to get out of here. You guys are going crazy on the super chats. Y'all, it's too much. It's too much. I'm overwhelmed. Mav says, so chances Anakin is now father, Ahsoka with sister Ezra. Yeah, it's possible, man. And I like where your head's at with that. Steve says, had connectivity issues. Did anyone suggest that the Bad Batch took Grogu? It's possible the Bad Batch took Grogu. It's possible that someone took Grogu that then linked up with the Bad Batch. A couple of things are possible there. But yeah. All right, everybody, we're going to call it there. Ladies and gentlemen, holy cow, so generous today. Thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome. Appreciate the love. All right, everybody. As I always say, I hope you're having an awesome and a nerdy day, and I'll see you in the next video. Look at all this freaking snow, dude. It's crazy. Snow's... You think it's Santa, Chet? You think Santa is the one that did this? Star Wars Santa? He's mad that I haven't emailed him back, I think. So he cursed us with crazy amount of Christmas cheer. Yeah.